into a pace that you know you can maintain. If you go to Strava.com, look in Crystal City, Missouri. Crystal Heights Road. And see the grade and the times and the distance. And people and cars see me talking to myself, riding a bike up a hill. Dwayne Gazinski's house up here on the right. The guy who is the king of the mountain over here. And we come around the bend up here at the top. It's not really the top of the segment. Turns left. Flattens out, dips down, and then rises one more time. So I'm probably going about 10 miles an hour at this point. Get on this little flat section, and if we were going for the Strava, we would be sprinting as hard as we could right now. Try to recover just a little bit on this down swell. If it starts to rise again, we would just sprint. I mean, like, I think you're going to pass out or puke. Hard as you can go. Heart rate would be at your absolute max. Absolute max. And you're just trying to hold it to this stop sign up here, which is the end of the segment. So I'm going to turn right up here. A long, gradual downhill overall, but there's a couple little rises in between. But it's a welcome downhill cruise if you go really hard up Crystal Heights Road. Share the road. Kind of at the high point of the ride here. Go around this curve up here, stop and look out to the left. You get a pretty good view over Crystal City and Los Hephaestus. Times when a car will come up behind me, I hear it, I'll Look out over the lowland. So we're going to stop up on this concrete pad. I don't know how well this will show up on camera, but that water tower over there, I think that's in Peevely. Out to the left, you see it's clouding up. You can see a really long way from this position. We're at one of the higher points around. We get back on the road and start heading downhill. Descent here. We'll hit over 30 miles an hour, which is actually over the speed limit for the road. There's a stop sign at the bottom which we'll at least slow down for, take a right turn. And we're in town Herculaneum. Smokestack you see up ahead there is a Doe Run Lead Smelting Company, and they no longer in business. Environmental regulations shut them down. Kind of a ghost town. A part of the town is a ghost town. Take a look at it and see all the property that Doe Run bought out due to lead contamination. This is the Joachim Creek, which runs right on the Mississippi River. Not very far from here. Might be some people fishing down there. See on both sides of the road this black steel fence, like a wire fence on steel poles. And that is all the property that Doe Run either owned outright to begin with or had to buy out due to lead contamination. I don't know if you can get that ghost town vibe off of the GoPro video. Lonely town. Hope I get back before I get rained on. Mississippi River floods. So all along the right here is flood wall, and we'll sandbag those openings. Herculaneum is a river town. And Herculaneum High School, Herky High, right here on the right. Home of the Black Cats. And the Black Clouds, it looks like. So I'm going to cut across town up here, make my way back towards the town of Horine on the Herky-Horine Road. As I said earlier, that'll intersect with the Festus-Horine Road, and then I'll just head back uphill again into Festus. And we're turning left onto Hill Street. Not a super big hill. Joe's Ceramics on the right there. Starting to work a little harder than I wanted to, just the way it is. Here. Smells like barbecued pork steaks. Go downhill and cross Highway 6167, which we crossed a little earlier. We will patiently wait our turn to cross this highway. I think it's a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit right here, but the bottom of a big hill, most cars are going faster than that. It says water on pavement. I don't believe it. We'll see. Water being Mississippi River backup water. I don't think it's rained enough and the river's not up enough to actually be over the road. I don't know why they leave the sign like that. of the country again. We will cross under Highway 55 in just a couple of minutes. Visible from Highway 55 if you're not from around here. Bit of a climb right there, we just crested. As you can see down into the racetrack on the left. I think it's 3/8 of a mile banked dirt over. Might be longer. And we're going under Highway 55, runs all the way from Gulf of Mexico to Chicago. Dim, cloud-wise. I guess it's probably about maybe 6:15, I don't know, maybe 6:30. Around this curve, just a little bit of a hill we can sprint up. And then settle back in on flat ground. Just looked at my phone, it's 6:23 p.m. Probably be back home shortly before 7. Get in, we'll have to look online. I think it's probably about 15 miles. Saying we probably average 14, 15 miles an hour. This new pavement is great. This road used to be all chunked up. smooth like this all the way to the Festus Horine Road. Oh, this is great. Used to be a lot of loose gravel, real chunked up on that curve. Smooth as silk now. If you're training hard, this is a great stretch of road to really, really push. Kind of time trial style. Very level. Pretty much straight from here all the way out to the stop sign, which would be the Festus Horine Road. Horses on the right. And the town of Horine, kind of a village on our right. We're not going to go that way, we're going to go left, which is more or less north, and that'll take us back to Festus. That's the good news. The bad news, if you don't like hills, is pretty much uphill all the way. There is a Strava segment on this road. Starts where we cross the creek and goes to the highest point. I think I'm in the top 3 KOM on that segment. I have to take a look at that again. Spin it easy today. Stonewater subdivision. Started building there. When building was hot, and now it's not. A lot of undeveloped lots.